Alright gamers, welcome back. Valheim episode 16. We are back. Now, I did spend some time in between last episode and this episode poking around the same island that we killed the Elder on, and as you can see I did die out here to a bear, so that's death number 4, but that's okay. Let me remove the cart icon because I've moved the cart away. Or actually no, I left it there, that's right. I have a separate cart over here because there's more copper that I want to get. But I mined a bunch of this copper here, and I think some of this here. Took down a troll cave, and then loaded my boat up full of that copper and sailed it back home. Dropped it off at home, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to come over on this side of the island and get the rest of this copper over here. And then we have a bunch of tin right here that I can get on the way back if I need or whatever, but I wanted to go ahead and stock up on copper and tin and just get these nodes out of the way. So I was like, you know what, let's record an episode doing it so the guys can see what I'm doing and I'm not just spending all my time off recording gathering, copper. I wanted to, save some grinding for off camera because it's boring, right? But then also show you guys some. So I think we took out this troll in this cave. Yes, we did. All right, we'll gather the mushrooms too. These mushrooms are valuable for different mead recipes, but I think I took all the treasure out of here already. Yes, okay. While I'm in here, I'm actually going to get rid of the stone, the resin, keep the wood, I'll keep the trophy. I have a ton of resin and stone back at the base, so. Also, just in case we haven't seen what our gear is, obviously, level 3 on the copper tools, bronze pickaxe and axe. We've got our bronze sword, bronze buckler, copper knife. We've got the fine bow, full set of troll gear at level 3. We've killed quite a few trolls at this point, and quite a few bears. I've killed a lot of bears at this point. We made a bronze pendant. This, when we trigger it, increases my stamina regeneration. Really, really useful in a fight. And of course, as soon as we get here, it starts raining, so. Let me take down the bird here. The feathers are very valuable. But okay, we have some copper, and there's a bear. We're gonna fight a bear now. Okay, he has spotted me. Let me eat some more food. I'm not realizing that our food is not on. That might have killed me if I. I wish I could have got a backstab on this thing without it seeing me. I would have done insane damage to it, but. Oh, good movement from him. I definitely blocked that. Ooh. Now I don't have a portal set up over here, so I need to be careful. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use a potion. Whew. And here come the Great Dwarfs, just in time. There's no way that hit me. Oh, come on. The verticality can sometimes mess you up. Ooh. I got lucky with those 2 hits right there, I'm not gonna lie. I love our bronze buckler. That thing is just so good at deflecting hits. Let's get rid of the dandelion because it's very easy to get dandelion in the plains near our base. I'll also get rid of the Grey Dwarf trophy. At this point, it's just kind of overkill. And the Grey Dwarf eyes. The rest I do want to keep. Alright. Oh, I didn't repair my pickaxe before I came over here. That's not good. It is level 3, so it has, some pretty good durability on it, but it's probably going to break before we can mine all the copper over here. I'm also realizing there's like a rundown boat right there. It's kind of cool. Chuck the stone. Now, on that other island over here, I went ahead and set up the portal for the Elder, of course. So it was really easy to like jump back through, repair my tools, come back, continue mining, load up the boat with a bunch of copper. I should have done the same thing coming over here, because it is actually like a decent distance from the home base. Like that's, at least a 10-minute run. But we'll just make do with what we have. Honestly, depending on like what kind of time of day it is, and if the rain stops by the time that our pickaxe breaks, I might just try and use Eikthyr and run back to the base, repair, even maybe bring a another pickaxe or something like that, but we'll see. Alright, we're basically full up. Let's put this on the boat. What do we have here? Bear paw. I need to get in the habit of doing this too, because I always forget to do this, but I need to mark where our boat is when I leave it. When you leave a boat and when you leave a cart, it is really important that you mark where they are, because it's very easy for you to forget where you left them, and then when you're trying to get back to them, it can be a hassle. So another reason that you just kind of want to annotate your map. I'm a big proponent and fan of annotating the map. As you can see, our map is pretty damn annotated. I have no idea if there's a limit to how much you can write on the map, or if it's going to cause it to start lagging or anything like that. Hopefully not, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to let this deer go. It's more important to me that I get the copper, and that's just more items that are going to take up space in my bag. Plus, I think we have like a good full stack of deer hide, maybe even more than a full stack back at the base, so it's useful. It's definitely useful to have for if I want to make multiple things, like maybe when we make another base I want to make more workbench upgrades, or if I want to make an extra boat or something like that. It's really useful to have that deer hide on hand, but right now I think we're okay. We're just getting the copper for now. And then once I get this copper, I'm going to need to come down over here and get this tin, but I'll probably do that off recording. And then next time, in episode 17, I think we're going to try and venture into the swamp areas for the first time, because I am pretty much past the bronze age of technology, if you will. Let the stamina come back a little bit. Chuck the stones. We'll get a little more copper, and then we're heading back to the boat. But yeah, like 2 or 3 nodes, and you basically have like a full set of bronze / some copper gear, and have some left over to like upgrade it. I'm so used to playing in multiplayer worlds where there's usually 4 of us, maybe even like sometimes like 8, or 6 or 8 of us, and this bronze needs to go a long way. Everyone wants a pickaxe, everyone wants an axe, everyone wants a set of bronze gear, bronze weapons, and then they all want to upgrade it, so you have to get a lot of that stuff. When you're playing just solo, it's a lot less. You don't need that much, and that's something that I'm kind of getting used to. Is I'm doing a bit of overkill, I guess. But again, it's going to be nice to have this stuff in the future if I need it. I'll have it on hand. I'll have multiple chests full of items and materials that'll be useful. Of course, as soon as we start mining, the rain comes out. I think we still need 1 or 2 more upgrades on the copper and the troll gear, but I need to get the next upgrade for our workbench and the next upgrade for our forge in order for me to do that. Pickaxe at 32, that's nice. Is our pickaxe actually higher than our wood cutting skill at this point? It is. A lot of the wood that I've been gathering has just been off the ground, and then I did a little bit of cutting down with like the pine and the birch trees or beech trees, whichever one gives you the fine wood. Plus, I think dying a few times has kind of hurt the wood cutting skill, but I might have to just go mill a bunch of trees down just to level that up. But if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it on these pine trees out here in the Black Forest, because I need more core wood. And I need more fine wood. Fine wood is used for decorating. So yeah, I'd definitely cut down the pine wood and the, I think it's the beech trees. God, love the rain. Hang on 1 second, let me reply to a text. You know what? Pop this in the boat. Alright, 35. We still have a little bit of life left on this pickaxe. There we go, the sun's coming out. It's actually perfect timing. My pickaxe is going to break soon. I'm probably just going to pop Eikthyr, run through the field, get back home, and then run all the way back over here, maybe? And then honestly, when it comes to leveling up the wood cutting and farming these pine trees, I'll probably just do that over on this other island over here where I have my portal set up. I can mill a bunch of these trees over here with the Elder Forsaken ability, and then jump through the portal and just keep sending it back home. I came over here mostly to just clear out these copper nodes that are over here, because there's quite a few of them. And then there's a ton of tin here, here. There's more copper nodes up here that I'll probably just ignore for now, but here is where there's a good bit of tin down in this little stream that I could sail the boat through. And there goes the pickaxe. Okay. Well, we still have this wet debuff on us, so for now, let's just... tell you what, let's take the trophy back. We're going to run until we get rid of this wet debuff. There's the Grey Dwarf rune. We've got that marked. We're running in this general direction. I think I'm gathering thistle. Yep, I need this for later. We'll also be on the lookout for blueberries, any kind of blueberry farm. Here's the other copper node that we found. And there's another one like right over there somewhere. But honestly, after this node here, I think that's the one we're on, or maybe this one here, I don't really think I'm going to need much more copper. And this one's marked already too. Alright, let's pop back there. The water debuff has gone away. Just trying to avoid the water and not get wet again, because that just ruins our stamina. I do kind of want that boar. What could I get rid of? The resin? I'll leave the meat. I want the leather scrap. Sorry, neck. But yeah, we'll probably just, you know, repair our pickaxe and then come back over here, clear out that node, load up the boat, and then call it where we started it. Oh, no. I forgot. I have to cross this river. Is there anywhere down here that I could... No, it's not going to happen. Alright, let's just get it over with. Stamina's going to run out here. I'm going to drown for a little bit. Oh, nope, perfect. Yeah, birch trees. So we have beech trees here. Birch trees are what I need to cut down a bunch of to level up our wood cutting skills. But okay. Okay, sorry. Talking to a new little shawty that I'm chatting with. Alright, not too far from the base now. Oh, 1-star deer. If we didn't have a full inventory, we would take him down for sure, but the boar, we'll take that on. .102 crit. I do actually feel bad leaving that boar meat there, because we do use boar meat for the boar jerky, as well as I think there's some other food that it could be nice for. I could be wrong about that, actually. I think boar jerky is as good as it gets. Ooh. Watch out. See, we have a quite a bit. We've got 94 copper ore here, and then 30 more on the boat, and then a bunch more that we could gain. Plus, let's check our tab up here where I have all the refined ore. 53 bronze with a... I'm running out of tin, honestly. That's what I need, but... Alright, let's repair our tools. Let's repair our weapons and our armor. Let's put up everything that we can. I forgot that I brought the materials for a cart, but really I don't even need it. So let me put this up. I think our wood chest in here is still full. I can bring this wood over to the kiln chest. I made a second smelter just to speed up the process of smelting things. I need to get some more coal going. Let's pop that in here. Might even want to make a second kiln at some point to get the coal process going. And let's go ahead and stockpile this. It's already full of coal. Just get this going while we're out. Let's keep nothing. 16 Grey Dwarf trophies. Yeah, quite a bit. Put the mushrooms, the thistle, the meat up. And then the bear meat can go in here. Got 29 bear meat, a good bit of deer meat. It's actually going to be nighttime pretty soon. Let's see if I can sleep. Skip it to the next day and then we'll run back. Yes, we can, okay. I think we're still sub day 50. I could be wrong about that, but... You dream you're lying in bed on your back in a meadow, gazing upwards. That's all we get out of it. Check our gold. 827 gold with a ton of treasure to sell when we finally find the merchant. We're at day 53. Okay. So sub day 100. We've passed the 50-day mark. For the time being, let's just put these in here. Take out another stack of 20. Pop the charcoal in. Get these cooking while we're out. Get some more charcoal. Yeah, I definitely need to make a second kiln because I'm running out of charcoal faster than I'm making it, so. Alright, we were at this node here, I believe. So let's just head in that general direction. We'll eat some more food in just a second. I need to find more blueberries. I have a decent bit. We can definitely make more Queen's Jam, and I have like another stack of 10 back at the base, but I like to be ahead on food. That way when I run out, I can just, you know, pop into a chest at the base and get what we need and go. As well as I'll try and keep the boar meat this time. Just because the jerky is valuable. I'll leave these dandelions. I have a good bit of dandelions back at the base, but the dandelions are needed for more of our potions and stuff like that. But I think we're at like 100 plus dandelions back at the base, so it's not the end of the world if I leave a few. Plus our base is in the meadow where all I need to do is just do a quick, you know, lap around and so dandelions. We find them all over the place. Fuck, he saw me. I can get this. Don't juke me. Oh my god, he juked me. He's actually so smart. That was so good. Oh, but he's gonna mess up. Sorry, buddy. Get rid of the deer trophy. We really don't need that. I'm gonna leave these raspberries here. I won't have the space for them. Ah, crap. Oh, there's two here. Cut back. Come on, cut back. They know how to juke me so well, man. We've got this raspberry farm kind of marked. Alright, those deer live. Alright, we're gonna have to get a little wet here. Jump as far as we can. Back into the woods. I think we're heading just dead ahead, okay. See, dandelion, dandelion. We got that rune marked, yep. Horned rune, yeah. Sorry, buddy. Definitely going to be taking the thistle. I can't remember just yet what thistle is for, but I know later it's valuable, and I usually wind up running out. I did also start our garden and planted our carrot seeds, and I came back with like 39 carrots or something like that. So we just need even more carrot seeds because carrots are going to be very valuable. And I thought it was like every carrot you planted had a chance to return a carrot seed, but I didn't get any carrot seeds back from the carrots that I planted, so. Alright, blueberries, these are important. Another copper node here that we have marked, and I'm going to try and sneak up on this bear and get a backstab crit. I think I can get a little closer before I start sneaking. Like maybe right around here. Wait for the water debuff to run out before I jump on him. What? No shot, the verticality, bro. That feels so bad. I knew that was gonna happen. I would've hit him for like 200. Knives at 33. Our stamina trinket went off. Oof. Big, 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 big. Yeah, big thing, and they've tried to fix this with some of the patches in the previous versions of the game, but there's always just a little bit of wonkiness with it. But the way your verticality is with every creature is very important, because if you're like just underneath them, it could mess up how you hit, and that can feel really bad, as it did right there, because that would have been such a big crit. I did a backstab sneak on a troll in a cave, and I hit him for like 400. It was crazy. It's one of the big things of why I love the troll set and the dagger itself, or the knife if you care. But you can just get these huge backstab crit damages, and then you can switch to the axes or switch to the sword or switch to your bow or whatever. But it's such a nice way to open the fight up if you just have a little bit of patience. You can basically one-shot a creature. Let's get rid of the stone and hold the copper, and that way we won't grab any more stone. And like I said, I'll probably just load up the boat myself with this copper, and then we'll wrap the episode up there, and I'll sail it back on my own time. That way it's not an extremely long episode. We're already approaching 30 minutes, so. Alright, that's one node down. What do we have copper-wise? 7 pieces. I can probably hold another good chunk on this node here. It's a pretty big node too, honestly. And our boat is just right down the shore on the edge of that rock down there. A cart would have been overkill to have here. I could have just, loaded up the cart and then brought it all down at once, but it's not that big a deal. Now, when we're venturing further away from our boat in the future, like when we go for iron and stuff, it might be valuable then, but I try to be pretty thorough with these deposits. I like to get everything off the map. That way, if I ever run back by here in the future. It's not bothering my OCD. But we'll just get this node, and then I think our boat will be full for the most part. We're at 30 plus 25, 55. Yeah, we're making a lot of noise, drawing some attention. Let's work on our sword skill a little bit here. Double parry, that feels good. One shot. Leave those boys there, I can't carry anything else. I think it's 5 hits, a little more, depending on where I'm heading, I guess. Maybe it's 4. This is nice because we're hitting 2 pieces at once here. Can hold a little bit more. I do feel bad leaving all this stone here, but ultimately, like, I just have so much stone back at the base too that I don't really need any more. I've got like 5 or 6 stone like clusters on the side of our base, plus like a chest full of stone and flint, really. But all right, so another stack of 20 we can put in the boat. That puts us at 60 plus 15, 75. Pickaxe is probably breaking pretty soon. I can mark this complete. Gather up all this stone just to kind of condense it a little bit. And then chuck it right here. Yeah, we probably have enough to get through this node, and then we'll sail it back from there. And then in the interim, I'll probably, take the portal from Heim over to the Elder Island again, and then mine some of the, or not mine, fell some of the trees there. I'll take the Elder buff, and I'll probably make a portal from our base to where the Forsaken Stone is. Excuse me. That way I can very quickly go change powers if need be. Excuse me. this should be more than plenty as far as copper goes. I'll need some more tin to kind of match the copper, but I'll probably just take the boat down here and fill it up there, and we should be fine. You use far less tin than you do copper. Just make sure. Okay. All right, another stack of tin, and we still have these 2 nodes, well, 3 nodes there if I need. But honestly, the pickaxe has got, what, 30 durability left on it? It's gonna break at any minute, you know what I mean? But okay, so that's 60 plus 25 is 85 copper ore right there, so. All right, guys, I think we're gonna call this one here for now. Leave it on the boat. I'll sail this boat back to Heim and go ahead and get all this stuff in the base, get it smelted and whatnot. And in the interim from next episode, I'll probably go over here, mine this tin, because we've got a good chunk around this general area, fill up the boat, bring that back, get that smelted, make a bunch of bronze, and when we continue next time, I'll show you how much bronze we've made, as well as, like I said, I'll probably make a portal from here, from Heim, all the way up to the Forsaken Stone. That way we can change powers really quickly. And I'll probably fell some trees in the forest over here, just because it's going to be so easy to get it back to the portal, and level up our woodcutting skill, as well as get some oak, and I need more beech trees, so we'll probably just, you know, do that in the forest somewhere. But next time when we continue, we're going to try and sail the boat around and find a swamp area where we can use the swamp key. And we'll kind of, you know, begin our next step in our adventure. So we're going to call this one here for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Peace and love, and God bless, gamers.